Welcome back to the Blue Rose Oracle. We're going to be talking about what they are hiding. So, someone that you are thinking of is hiding something from you, from others, and maybe even themselves. So, welcome to the Blue Rose Oracle. I do oracle card readings and tarot card readings for you and your beloved soulmate twin flame person. And so I'm using a kind of a dark deck here, a little known deck. This is called the Dark Mirror. So we're going to be really getting to the point. And for some of you who like frilly unicorns and clouds, this is not the reading for you. I pulled this deck out in October only because it really goes along with a theme of All Hallows Eve, Halloween, the spooky season. And this is really a season where we all go deep into our subconscious mind, as in the northern hemisphere the leaves fall and the days become darker and colder. We tend to go more inward, and we tend to start looking at some places that maybe need some attention. So we're going to be asking what your person is hiding. And like I said, they may even be hiding this from themselves. So we'll start with these cards. We're going to clarify these cards with the Messenger Oracle by Raven Felon. We got two coming out in the beginning. So we have Masquerade. Someone is wearing a mask, presenting a false self to the world, to you, to others. And then we also have hiding your true self. I mean, these say the same thing. Very, very clear that the person in question here is hiding something. Now, a lot of you kind of like jump to conclusions, like you're probably thinking, oh, they're hiding this big secret. Maybe they're having an affair, or like maybe, they have a child with someone. When I tune into the energy of this reading, that's not what this is about. It's not some like one little secret. There's like this person that you are thinking of is not actually presenting themselves authentically to themselves and to the world. So for example, you've seen people that like smile and they say everything's okay, but it's really not. Like to them, they think that when they say that, when they smile, when they they're a good person to other people, or when they people please, they think that that's what you want. But what you want, the person who is watching this reading, you actually crave authenticity. You're the type of person that likes the nitty gritty, let's get in the mud. Let's roll our sleeves up and get dirt under our fingernails as we plant, our crops. Like that's you, and you can't stand this. You don't like this. And maybe there was a part of you that once you felt that you had to wear a mask. And so this person's kind of like, maybe whenever you interact with them, you feel like it's like, oh my gosh, we're not connecting. Or maybe they're not even connecting with you. Maybe they're not sending you any messages or calling you, or maybe they've ghosted you. It's because like they're using all of their energy to create this facade that they're okay, but they're not okay. They're not okay. Well, that has a double meaning. Like they're not okay, meaning like there's something that's eating away at them that's like really, really bothering them. And they've hidden it from themselves and from you. And the reason they're doing that is, well, we're going to find out. Why are they doing that? They got blinded to pain. So they've kind of numbed themselves out to pain. So that could be in the form of drugs, alcohol, watching TV, people pleasing, like thinking of other people first before themselves. Like that is a form of numbing out. Going through the motions of the day, work, whatever it is for this person, like there's something that's like hurting them and they're trying to avoid pain. That's pretty human, isn't it? To try to avoid feeling pain. But if you're watching this, that you've got to move through those shadows. You have to go to the place that hurts and bring love there. There's a technique that you can try. I do teach this to some of my clients, but there is a technique you can try to go to that place, go to the root of what's feeling bad and bring love there rather than blind. Because this all feels really uncomfortable. As I'm talking about it, my stomach's kind of going cringe. You have like a feeling in your solar plexus area that's like, oh, I hate when people are fake. But people aren't trying to be fake, to be mean or disrespectful to you. They're trying to hold it all together. I really want to go deeper and find out what the heck is going on. Like, why do they feel this way? Anger and chaos. Okay. They're holding it together because they feel like if they let go and express themselves, it's going to create chaos and havoc. It's going to create like the Armageddon. Like they think that if they shared their actual feelings with you or others or themselves, that they'd lose it. Like they'd completely go mental and have a mentee bee. But that's not going to happen, right? The truth is, when we actually allow ourselves to feel our feelings and actually acknowledge how we feel deep down inside, then it can shift your reality. Then you can move this energy, right? So their big block is like they're afraid of judgment. They're afraid you're going to judge them. They're afraid they're going to hurt you or other people if they like let this beast loose, right? Like, but that's not going to happen. They're not going to hurt anybody. They're not going to hurt themselves. They're not going to make anyone judge them. If anything, if they shared how they were really feeling with you, you'd probably love them and accept them more and want to give them a big fat hug, right? So this is a big call for intimacy. Now, why else, if you think about it, why else would someone be hiding out of fear, right? They're afraid of judgment or afraid of losing control. And so if you're in touch with this person, you don't have to pressure them to share. Like nobody likes to be pressured to share, but as long as you keep intentionally cultivating a safe space for them to share with you, they're going to feel safe. They're going to feel like, okay, maybe I can open up a little bit to this person, and don't jump down their throat to try to fix it. Just be there to listen and be present with them, right? I still feel like there's much more to the story, so we're going to pull a lot more cards. So keep staying tuned. There's still something like I want to know, like, what has happened or what is this person facing? We got, what does this say? Downcast pride. Okay. So they're facing a situation where their self-esteem has been hurt. Maybe they've lost a job. Maybe they've just recently divorced. Maybe something happened. Like I get, for some reason, I got like something to do with their life purpose or something to do with them putting themselves out there and then failing like over and over again, or seeming to fail, I should say, seeming to fail. And like they're feeling really hurt. Like this is pulling up old childhood wounds for them, where maybe on the playground they got picked last to play dodgeball or something, or maybe they were ridiculed or made fun of at school. Like there's just something going on with them where they feel like they're worthless. And there's something, I don't know why I'm getting like job, but there's like this, if you're familiar with a Saturn return, that maybe it's not a Saturn return for them, but it's something is coming up from their past. We need to pull more cards. We've got Black Flower Fragrance. Okay, that's about feeling your feelings. Like there's this big wound they're carrying, okay? And then fragmentation. Yeah, something happened to this person when they were young. And it's inside of them. It's like this darkness that like lives inside, that they've like built walls around and don't share with anybody. And it's caused them to fragment themselves away from their true divine nature. Well, there's nothing that like you can't heal, though. I just want to tell you that. Like all of the things I'm telling you about this person, and even, hey, maybe you're watching this and maybe I'm talking about you this whole reading. Maybe you resonate with, the person that I'm reading for. But it's like maybe there's this pattern in your life that keeps happening over and over, or in their life. It's like over and over again since they were a kid. This kind of like rejection, or feeling like the universe doesn't love you, or God doesn't love you, or like you get overlooked, or like you get left behind, or like there's just something there. So if you feel into that energy, I'm going to give you step 4 of the mirror exercise because there's 4 steps, but I'll just give it to you right now. Step 4, that's the last step. And that's if you think about this person as a child, what would they need to feel loved? What would that person need to feel loved? Maybe a big hug, maybe to be chosen, maybe to be given an award, maybe to be made to feel important, to give them a job that was very important, right? And so you can actually send this person love by creating this imaginary scene in your mind. Because remember, imagination is energy. And when you imagine something, you are sending vibrations into the universe of that very feeling that you're conjuring with your imagination. So love that person, or if this is you, this is about you, love that part of yourself that was hurt, that's been hurt for a long time. Like bring them home. Like give them a big hug, like sit them down, choose them, seat them at the head of the table, put a crown on their head, give them the best cut of meat from the beast that you roast, at night. Like there's maybe even past life stuff going. I would like to pull more cards from the Messenger Oracle because I think we need some healing cards as well. This dark mirror, it's a really good deck for revealing the block. And in fact, I actually have a special reading. It's called the Shadow Reading that is on sale right now on my website, twinflamesheartsdesire.com. And you can get it on sale through October 31st. And I will reveal your biggest blocks to you personally that you're facing and your person, your twin flame person. You want to call it a soulmate. This is a really special reading for this time of year. But let's bring some healing into the picture. I'm feeling four cards. And the number 4 coming to mind. So we've got without malice. Okay, so the person in question in this reading, like they do not need you to be nitpicking them. They do not need you to get mad at them. They don't need you to be annoyed at them right now. That's I know that it could be hard if you feel like they have done you wrong. Yeah. Here's another one. We are all connected. Okay, this is a very twin flame card. So if you know twin flames, you know that you are created from the same soul blueprint. You're 2 wings of one bird. So like at the top here, you can see the 2 dragons, but as you go down, you can see they're unified. Okay, so you and this person are connected. Maybe this is your twin flame that you're talking about. Maybe you don't know about twin flames yet, or you're just learning about them, but I feel like this person is like your counterpart in some way. And that's why it's also important to be without malice, right? Because if that's your counterpart, that's essentially you. Like that's the other wing of your one bird, right? Like that's you. So you're being mean to yourself if you're getting annoyed, frustrated, impatient. Like I get impatience comes up a lot. Like, oh, come on already. Why don't they just heal? That needs to go away. Those words need to go away. That's not very kind. What other healing messages do you have? Do not fear the unknown. Okay, so for this person, this the shadow aspect that came up with the dark mirror cards, like it's really like I get like they're in a pressure cooker right now, and what's really hurting them so much is because they don't have an answer about something. Like this feeling is coming up and like eating them. It's almost cancerous, but this card is telling you not to fear the unknown. And you have like a crone here that is symbolizing like wise energy that's here. There's other players at play, other energies at play here. Archangels, guardian angels, spirit guides. Like this person's protected, but they don't feel it, right? You're protected, but you don't feel it, right? But it's really important to just, if you're feeling afraid, if they're feeling afraid, to send love to that place. Okay, last card, we got be vigilant. Be vigilant. And you've got a dragon that is guarding a beautiful golden tree. I'm bringing the image closer to you. Very, very nice. Very nice image. So I hope that you liked this reading. Thank you so much for being part of my channel. If you enjoyed this reading, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment, because I do read all of my comments. God bless you, and see you in the next reading. Bye-bye.